30 years ago, my friend Mark Miyoshi, who is a premier taiko drum maker in the United States, made a drum at my consignment. When he gave me the drum, when it was finished, and it was a beautiful chudaiko, middle-sized drum, he said, "Misa, you know I don't make furniture." And I got the message very clearly that he expected this drum to be played. And so I asked some of my friends to join. There were 7 of us. Aimee, Yogi, the 2 Nagaos, Ken and Irene, Debbie Osato, Richard Lin, and later Lois Yoshishige. That fire was lit in us by this drum.
Is one individual who instigated this whole thing. That was Misa Jo. You know, at one time she kind of cried on our shoulders. Ken, Mark says he's gonna take his taiko back if we don't play it. And Mark Miyoshi sent us written instructions on how to make the taiko. And none of us could understand what he said. I finally got in touch with Mark Miyoshi and asked if he would be willing to spend some time with me if I came down to visit him at his shop. And so I was able to see what he did with the barrels, how he cured the wood to make sure that everything dried properly, how he cut the barrels and how he glued the staves, etc., and create a taiko.
When we make taiko, everybody pick a name. And they put a name outside or inside. I prefer to put it in the inside so that people won't know who made it or what the name of the taiko. And then when they have to open the skin up and rehead it or re-stretch the skin, they'll find out what it is. And everybody use a very serious name. I said, come on, this is about fun. We want to have a fun. So I purposely pick my taiko as Tanuki because I know the Tanuki song where hitting the big tummy with both hands and sing a song. So I use that as my first taiko.
Until they were made, we still practiced what we learned from Seattle Taiko on these rubber tires, you know, ones that you don't use anymore with the heavy metal stuff out of it. We called ourselves Goodrich Taiko and put the towels over it and practiced.
So we started with 1 drum and 5 tires, right? Yeah, 5 car tires. Put them on chairs, and we learned how to play a form. To hear taiko, and it was so powerful to see our generation, men and women, performing. And the deep meaning that it had for us, that was not necessarily traditional Japanese, but Japanese American, because I believe women could be much more prominent in taiko groups than in traditional Japanese groups.
Taiko music gets people familiar with something that I love. I feel like I get to show something of myself, you know, without having to figure out words, you know, and awkward interactions, you know, that they get to see, you know, part of me, and that's always a good place for me to connect with people. It's really exciting and powerful to figure out how to play the drum, to make our solos, to to actually play together in public, to say that we love our heritage and we want to share it with you. I want people to know my culture.
But I remember thinking, well, this is something I think I'm going to try. And so after that, visiting the first time, I kept coming afterwards, and I just feeling that force, and literally in my body, on my chest, thinking, this is powerful stuff. I went to that first practice that I was invited to and never left. I enjoy being part of Eugene Taiko, being part of the Japanese American community here in Eugene. I think the fact that we also provide workshops and classes for the communities, the idea of sharing Taiko and the art of Taiko drumming with the greater community in Eugene is something I think that is important for us to do. So I enjoy being part of that. I would have to be dragged out of the group kicking and screaming or kicked out before I'll give it up.
This is very much stress relief and I would say a form of creativity. Okay, feels solid. Okay. 2 to the right. So that should be a complete cycle. I'm gonna go look at my dog.
See, I'm getting more confident up here. It scares me because I don't want to get cocky.